wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And was that exactly what you were saying? Yeah, are you speaking? Does it work from like does it still work? Do you feel what you like going at that the same thing? Or does it have to be
Really? My mic was off the whole time? Here I am explaining what I'm gonna do, and my audio is all messed up? So you can't hear? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay, so you can hear. Alright, well, anyway.
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and I think you should still act as though it was personal.
Oh. Ah, okay. That seems to work fine. Hold on. I need to put away some things here. I need to put away that. I need to put... Okay. There we go. Aha! Is that too loud? It should be okay, right? It's just like office sounds. Maybe just a little bit quieter. Okay. Alright. Virtual translator Yoshimi Vivi skipping out on translating again because it's Valorant. And you know what? Honestly, I don't want to translate Valorant. I got someone else doing it. We're okay. We're chilling. We're good. We're gonna be playing the Stanley Parable. I don't know what this is. It was requested by Mario, so we play. Con Vivi Acely. Alright, alright, alright. So, we're gonna start. We're gonna play... We're gonna be an office worker. Someone else, that one guy. It should be Chonagi today. Nagi should be translating Delta because, you know what? Valorant is not something that I want to do. Alright. End is never the end, is never the end. The end is loading. Oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was...
Hold up. Pause it. Seems like it might be a little bit loud, so I bring it down for you guys just a little bit. Stanley was a guy who was working. I like subtitles.
Employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Oh.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Office job.
Might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Stanley, man, there's more
and
to
then
life.
One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Peculiar?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Whoa,
no one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this
Stanley, did you
this
come
complete isolation.
Did you come to work
Something
on your day off?
was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
You're gonna step out of his office? Oh, heck. Ooh, we Stanley now. Ooh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited.
What?
Hours passed.
No.
Then days. Had years
Dude,
gone
you're gonna...
by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
All right.
Here it comes.
Did I die? Oh. I might have died once. I might have died once. Let's see. How's it going? Haven't seen. I guess. I mean, I was playing Pokemon last week.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, yeah, where's the memo?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What was this? Oh. Oh. We could turn off people's computers. Faxing machine. Where is the meeting room? Oh. Meeting room. Oh, okay. Too bright to see outside. Meeting room. Okay. Ha. Ooh, email. Beep. Yes. Meeting room? No. Oh, wait. That's like sus. Okay.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
The narrator's getting mad at me for like looking at all the things. Oh. Awaiting input. Input received. Oh. You want more input? I can give you more input. No, I can't give you more input. Okay. Okay. Meeting room? Meeting. I hate Mondays. Oh, yes. Don't we all hate Mondays? Oh. Ooh. Nope. Nope. What? Okay. Meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, we're going left. All right. Yeah. Tackling all the doors. Oh, meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Dude, honestly, Stanley, my bro, you might have just come in on like an off day. Using slides to ensure that every employee, make sure your slide has, everyone is unique. You, most of all. I am. What is hot? What is hot? Number of slides on the slides. There's slides and chart slides and charts and charts and slides. And what do people want? Things. I could get, you know, money, more, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. Oh, dude, I want graphs about things about money. Oh, dude, I never took like business class stuff. Wait, this is
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Dude, I want some. Wait, can I jump? I can't jump.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Give me
As
some.
it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What is FA?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Comforting. Yes. The nice slow hum.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
This is my story now.
To mention it.
Maybe we could get some duct tape, dude. Our closet.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Mario, I'm very concerned for you. Ooh, what's
Stanley
this?
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Rude.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, not drugs. How dare you?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm not dead.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Nah, dude, look, I'm moving.
In a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins.
Good night, dragon person.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I'm very...
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Rude.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Rude.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Hey!
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
Yeah, my story
I'll just be
now.
waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
My story. I'll leave when I want to leave. You know what? I'm gonna take this time. I'm gonna take this time to drink some water because that is some water. That is definitely water. All right, we go now because I want to. Cool. Feel like I won.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss is upstairs. Upstairs is the boss. Executive bathroom. Ooh. terrifying. See, everything about an RPG is you gotta explore all
Staring
the
into
things.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Somehow
But
we
of
knew
course,
it.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, well, I mean, we wouldn't know, right? Because the
Stanley
narrative.
simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination.
I mean,
If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
Yep. It's okay. We're gonna try one of every number, right? All right, that doesn't work. No, that's not gonna work either.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Oh, don't worry, I'm
Trying
not.
to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, I would never know this, so I would just go and try.
2845.
Oh, 258. Oh. 0852. What other? Oh, 248.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
I did it!
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, I'm a genius. So there's a secret. Genius. Ooh, that is dark. Ooh, too spoopy. Thank you, thank you. Oh, well, we're gonna push the button. Ooh. Well, I feel like we're making good progress here. Honestly, not bad. Not
Descending
bad at all.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Peculiar!
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
What is
Why
my
did
job?
he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Graphs and
This
money.
question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Oh, spoopy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ah. Escape. Is this mind control for me, or are we mind controlling people? Oh, well, hold on. Let's check this out real quick.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ooh. Security camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Ooh.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an
10
employee in the
104
building,
was fired.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, that's so hard to... Which one is me? Oh, we don't know. It's too hard. Oh. 1447? Is that me? Maybe. I don't remember. What's my number? Who am I? Oh, elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
427. Ah, there's my room. 427. There it is. Thank you, Mario. Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
2, 3,
Never.
4.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Blind to the
But here was the
world.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ooh. So we are the hero. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, is it this one? 5? Three. 1. 1, 2. What? 1, 2. Where's 4 then? Ah. Where's 3? There it is. 3. And then go up. Did I buy the Ultra Deluxe? No, I didn't know what the game was, so I didn't buy the Ultra Deluxe. I was like double the price. 4. Boom, 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 boom. 5. Got it. 5. Zero, 5, 2, 1. Where's 0? Does 0 exist? Does 0 even? 1, 2, 3. There's no 0. Yeah, honestly, I don't think we're getting anywhere. Next. Awaiting input. Sake. Oh, like blue screen.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Mind control is bad, okay?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Fascinating.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Nice.
And Stanley was happy.
Hey, I beat the game. All right. Well, thanks for coming to the stream, guys. And, oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Ish. I guess we're gonna find out more. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, input. Feel like that's gonna be a thing we're gonna see play through a few times.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Good.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review. But I think that's more water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to the teenage demographics. Yeah, well, no, we don't care about the teenage. Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! No! Not again! I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
This is where I drink my water, my guy. I just... Remember to stay hydrated. Good water. All right. I can see that being a thing we do.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hydrate harder. I'm not hydrating harder, no. Boom. All right, so we can't go in here. We can? What? Indoors monthly? Time magazine? Graphs. Business strategy. Oh, new friends. We got Trout and Oro. Would you shoot a panda? I mean, it is the business strategy. Ah, world. What a nice old website. That was very fun stuff. But right now, we're figuring out where this elevator goes. We may or may not have to shoot some pandas. Wait, I've heard this background before. There's BGM. What? Where have I heard this? Not bad. New BGM for my background, maybe. Narrator's getting really into it. Hey. No! No! Darn it, we arrived nowhere. I am the most expensive boss. Neat.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yep.
Amazing.
Amazing.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What was the other thing that I can do? I can go... Escape. No mind control. We're gonna do the escape this time. Oh, it stopped loading. The game hates me. Hello? Oh, there he goes. Alright, let's see. We're gonna escape.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, nope.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
To Valhalla, then!
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Well...
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Ooh... That... slight concern. See? Not this.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss by plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I regret.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Lady?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh? We got a new narrator.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah. Wait, what is the narrator? Oh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Okay.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Nature paintings. Very nature. Very nice. Yo. Yo. The two doors. Oh, concrete piece of the once the rooms were created, the rest of the game emerged as exploration of the contradiction this room possessed. Oh, so we don't get to see this part. The corridor. The pacing of this open was important to get right. This corridor has been moved, altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. There's some like psychological thing behind that. Office layout. Blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The plan shows the office. Two doors are the first part of the thing was built. Sections have been added to alter throughout the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Our desk. That we can't reach. That. Filing cabinets. Noise. Office computer. Oh, I'm turning it all off. Nice. So. The office. Can't open them, but we do. The button sounds. Section of the sound throughout the game was each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and synthesized tone. Oh. Interesting. Credits, additional level design. Do we care about any of this? There's music? The office. Maintenance room. Ooh. This text. If someone can just get rid of the text, maybe then I would see what the game is about. Words, words, words! The point of Stanley Parable HE is to lose. The point of Stanley Parable HE is to win. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same ages, but the clock was there, but I don't remember. How do I go back? Can I go check? Okay. Green light. In September, we submitted the Stanley Parable to green light valve process. The green light page was only a standard cryptic post, which is still enough to win the current. Interesting. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer wars. What? There's a war zone? We designed endings where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens, would become sentient and would wage war against you realize shortly after that it was too far jokey and on the nose for the tone. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of the people who like shooters, which was not our intention. I mean, that would have been neat. This is like about the game kind of thing, huh? Ooh. From Montgomery, how do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game? What is the difference between a duck? Well, first off, narrator emails. After the second trailer, we set out who as a people. While we had initially planned to use these to further protect, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are some. Oh. Stanley's last name, huh? Well, a thing I want to know is what would you do is enter all other rooms? Ooh. The lounge. Early version of the lounge. It's going! Look at this. We're looking at the stuff. The cargo lift. Second revision. Apartment timer. Oh, cargo lift. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo. First choice. Obey. Disobey. Two options. Obey, disobey. The other interests would be hidden depending on how you entered. Oh yeah. So obey, disobey, lounge, maintenance room. Obey, disobey. Oh, you can actually connect to it. Boy. To confusion ending. Vent? There's a vent? Okay, keep that in mind. Apparently there's a vent. Also, hold on, we didn't get to see the other room. Is it all connected, or are we losing out by not going into all the areas? Left to right, okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. I must check out the other side. So do we get to keep the woman narrator? Like, I don't care, but like, just asking. Mario wanted to know. Oh, boss's office. Office clock. Nice clock, bro. Employee lounge. The underground. Ooh. Kevin, the voice of the recorded dialogue for the entire game. Game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years. These are the clips from early that were used in the final game.
Does that sound plausible to you?
Oh, it's like the voices in my head. Fascinating. What else we got? What else we got? Show me the things. I want to know more. Oh, okay. Thanks, game, for telling everybody that I tried to press the space bar to jump. The very first incarnation of the freedom ending. Nice-oo. Countdown task. The countdown ending. Freedom ending. Monitor room elevator. Countdown room. Oh, it's me. Yes, Vulcan, it is me. Cool. Alright, so that's the exit. Hold on. Let's check out this last bit, and then we'll go to the exit. The game is now paused. The game is now paused. How cool. Zending model. The Zending Well, this room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we decided to abandon. What's the zending? Oh, zending, the second area version of the ending known as the zending, which eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Oh, zending levers. You got all these things, man. Oh. I said remember the vent. So come here. Let's take a peek around this. Ooh. Trailers. We ran 4 majors. This is the first one released back in... That's it. Oh. Neat. Okay. So we've learned all about the game and all of the many endings.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
What? I don't want to destroy anything. Or maybe I just want to destroy everything.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, philosophical.
But listen to me.
Oh.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Oh. Eh? You're not gonna make me quit the game now, are you? Nope. Fascinating, very
All of his co-workers were
interesting.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
All right, so
Perhaps he had
it's
simply
like
missed a
we're
memo.
figuring out a mystery. Beep, click all the things. I'm clicking all the things, baby. You can't stop me. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge, lounge.
Yes,
Oh.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is
Stanley
beautifully
simply stood
constructed.
here, drinking it all in.
Do I have monies for this? Because I want this. I want drink. Okay. $1.25.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I mean, I'd say it's worth it. Honestly, like this...
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy
Hey, shut up.
and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I want
It's
to...
possible that this is why everyone left.
You're... rude. Again. Very rude. This narrator guy, man. Got issues.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
You want me to move? Yeah, I realize that, but I want to drink. You know what? I'm gonna take this time to hydrate again. Hydro me water. All right. And we move forward.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Back to business. Where does this go?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh. Oh, you close it on me, eh? You know what that means? I've been bamboozled. Smeckledorfed.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How dare you, narrator? No.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
F you!
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
What?
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Oh.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Amazing.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Get out of my head.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Okay.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Wait.
Please.
No.
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Sus?
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Why is this like oddly like creepy? Got like goosebumps from that. Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Yikes.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Yikes.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed,
I'm
gathered
a
her
woman
belongings,
now.
and walked to her place of work.
Oh.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Huh. I died. Where?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, this is a way different setup.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
How
nor
dare you
did it
change
advance
the office.
story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You blocked
This
off
was
my
not the correct way to the meeting
broom.
room, and Stanley knew it
My
perfectly
broom
well.
closet? No,
Perhaps
dude.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, this is a rebellion.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Have you? Ooh. We are
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, shut up, shut up. Oh, we're in a warehouse. We need a key card. Warehouse. Okay, I like that. That's fun. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. It will cause penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Don't mock me. Don't mock me. Ah.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Yeah, okay, so we got our offices back, which is awesome. I like clicking the little thing. Click. Yep. Where's the one that says need input? Nice job.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Perhaps.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'd actually be scared to like see people.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
All right, let's go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I wasn't listening.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, you can have a chance. Sorry, I could. Yeah, no, danger everywhere. Okay. I just wasn't really listening, okay? I'm sorry, Mr. Narrator Man. Honestly, should have paid attention, but I really wasn't listening.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, fine, Narrator Man.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Yeah?
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Killing us?
I want it to stop. We
So
would
you
both
are
be
trying to
so
kill
much
me.
happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, I got goosebumps again. Into the darkness?
What do we want?
What
are we
are
looking
we
for? Here. Yes.
Whoa.
It's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Wow.
I actually feel happy.
I can jive with this. Alright, I'm over it.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm sorry, dude, I'm done. What else we got?
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do,
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Sure. He wants to see the other.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Wow. thing. And you've lost me again. It goes from
Stanley,
being really brilliant.
go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Narrator, I'm sorry, but like you've lost me.
No, what do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
It has nothing to do with convincing. It's just boring, my guy. Like I need more purpose in my life. I'm not supposed to be caged. Yeah, yeet.
Stanley, let's go back to the other. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh, heck no, narrator. Don't do me like that. No.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Never.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh, narrator, please. Staying in that room can't be healthy, you know?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oddly feel bad for the narrator now.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Okay, it was kind of sad, that one. Wasn't super fond of that ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Well,
perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
I'm gonna take a sip
Then
now.
the feeling went away, and he felt sad again.
No, that's sad.
Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Tingo.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm sorry, but hold on.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
There's
wasn't
so
5
much
years
to
ago.
do.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Okay,
I was
okay,
in
hold
the
on,
middle of
hold on,
something.
hold on,
Do you
hold
have
on.
zero consideration for others?
And
Are you
then-
that convinced that I want something
No, no,
bad to
no,
happen
no,
to you?
no, no, no,
Why,
no, I
don't know how to convince you of this,
You
but
want-
I really do want to
Yeah,
help
and
you,
then you're
to
gonna-
show you something beautiful.
Red.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
And I am not gonna listen to you this time.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, yes, the red door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Ah.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, the red door. This...
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yeah, don't stop me. I'm gonna. I'm gonna figure it out, my guy. Oh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
I don't know.
What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Skill trees?
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Give me the option to eat.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
New design?
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, third option. Wait a second. Why would I want to listen? Third option. Whoa.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, 3 choices,
Oh, of
3
course.
star.
A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion.
Fight me. Fight me.
Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that?
Yes. Okay.
Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh, dude, I'm gonna speedrun it. Good old Neil. Good old Neil. Where am I? Damn. Only the worth 3% choose. Oh, that's me. This is me. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Honestly, slightly better.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, dude. Narrator's
In
giving...
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Goodbye, baby.
You heartless bastard.
Dude,
Did you
babies
do
are...
it because you hate babies or
Yeah.
purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Narrator, come on.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh? Freaking
Well, Stanley,
Minecraft.
is this any better?
Can I
At
jump?
last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do
Oh,
with.
heck yeah.
But is it enough?
Can I jump?
Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Oh, I
Well,
am...
I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
Wow.
Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Yes! Oh,
The
nice.
swing go here. No, here. And then...
Nice. Yeah, well, that's a sucky house.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Oh, dirt house.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself
heck yeah, dude. I love
Isn't
your...
it grand?
Oh, nice.
Isn't it perfect?
Well...
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Yes!
Diamond everything.
Diamond!
Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Yes! Oh! This is amazing! Oh! Gotta be careful, because you don't want to, like, break your legs.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Narrator man, can you make a torch? Narrator man, we need a torch. We need torch, dude. I can't see.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
Linear?
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh, no. I was having fun. Narrator. Oh, wait. Portal? Oh.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh. Wait. Oh! Alright, let's go get our portal gun.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
My forte!
Genius.
I'm genius.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
No!
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough.
No.
So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity.
Wow.
I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made.
Rude.
The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley.
I live
Good luck with your work.
rent-free.
And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Oh. Ayo. Oh, it's a little bit dark. I'm not afraid of the dark, but I'm not super comfortable with the dark. Would you consider turning on the light? Oh. There is a fight or flight sense now. I cannot see. Huh? Oh, I was going the wrong way. It got really dark there for a second. Am I ever gonna be able to see anything? What am I doing? Oh. 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 Light. 427. Oh. Turn up the brightness. Advance. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any brightness settings, so that sucks. No, don't turn.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
All right, fine.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Okay, so I gotta make friends.
I can wait.
With the narrator. I gotta be friendly with the narrator. We need to be friends, that's what it is. Yee, shit is hard. Oh, Mari, didn't you have a stream earlier today?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Don't be late for date night. I don't remember date night.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
It's time to drink.
A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply.
Hydrate yourself,
madly
bros.
Love.
No, he cannot.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
This game, me and the narrator are kind of like fighting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
But it's like,
here.
there's so many endings,
Sure,
it's
really
wild.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is she? Who is she?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Unplug the phone. Wait, what do you mean by that? Mario, are you giving me spoilers? Good sir, I will ask you to not do such things. Oh, a warehouse. Warehouses are kind of neat, aren't they?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To...
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha!
I hate you.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
All right.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
All right, let's...
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, you monster!
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Yeah?
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, rude. See to watch TV, heck
And so
yeah.
he began to fantasize about his own job.
That's not
First,
a TV.
he imagined that one day
That's a
while
clock.
at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
choice.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yeah. Or to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
that's not dinner.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Yes.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Huh. Eat to sleep. I don't sleep. But let's try it.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
He won't stop.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Well, I mean, you gotta be friends with the narrator now, so we're not gonna go. Plus, I don't want to go to work in the morning. Who wants to go to work in the morning? Right? How long are you gonna make me stay? I don't want to stay for 4 hours, please.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Ooh, give me a mirror. Question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Maybe?
Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I
This is just, it just says, please die. Like, what the heck, man? Come on, narrator. We're gonna get through this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley decided to go to the
no.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, we've looped. Oh no. Oh gee. Oh heck. Oh gosh. Aha. Alright. So next time we're unplugging the phone. I'm gonna show him who's boss.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic.
All right, drunk
like a combination
water.
of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
I don't like that one.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, yeet.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can we
Look,
get
Stanley,
on
I
that?
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
I feel
here.
like we could probably get
I'm
on
not your
the.
enemy, really, I'm
Can we
not.
get on that?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make
Alright.
every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me,
Yoink.
I'm asking for her.
And then you said unplug
This
the
is it,
phone,
Stanley.
so we'll try
Your
it.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Would've
Not
been
picking up
nice.
the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Huh.
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
Meaningful?
What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken.
I'm a real
This is
person.
why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making
wait,
in the
hold
real
on.
world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I'm a good beat. Choice.
It's the best part of being a real person.
Yeah.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Okay.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Okay.
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Could be fun.
Which choice would you make? Remember
That's
that
a hard
unlike
one.
here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with
Fish.
a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to have a back sack and
Excellent.
whatever.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Ooh.
Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your
know.
choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Ah,
At this
nice.
time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
More
But not to worry.
charts!
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes
Mari,
ago
I honestly
and see
agree
what the
with
correct
you.
thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Bulldog. All right. Narrative contradictions. Where are we going?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just
Yeah.
need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, they put safety precautions? Okay. I'm going back to the lounge.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Take the door to the left. What do you mean by door to the left?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Contradiction!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, look at that. Oh, we are destroying the world. Might be. Alright, to the left, right? Can I open this door? Oh, no, we cannot. Fine. Aww.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my
sometimes
work?
failure is a thing. Failure.
What's the answer?
Failure
happens.
You're okay. It's okay.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Come on.
I have to.
Come on.
I have to.
No. Boo.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Oh,
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I know what Stanley's
He actually
like.
knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Nah.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
17 forever.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
Oh.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
And it doesn't even matter.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, narrator person. This time, broom closet? Yeah?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, you suck. You kept it locked? Oh, you're a butt.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
I
to
can't
his
even go
boss's
to. Oh, there's no
office.
choice. There's no choice. Oh, there is never a choice. Whoa.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. I'm
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
I did my...
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Is my... I don't think my mic is picking up.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
I'm trying.
The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yo.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Yo.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening?
Dude, I feel a weird mix of emotions for...
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Oh.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly
Was that
lit. Was it a sign of something?
actually the
He
ending?
hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So that you just stand here and do nothing? And nothing happened? No? Huh. Okay, well, there's still that one
This was
ending
not
we
the correct
had.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to
Hydrate,
himself.
guys.
What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room.
What a room.
Va-va-voom. What a room.
Va-va-voom.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And this is where we do.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What a room. What a room. What a room.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yeah.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left.
Oh, no.
No?
No, it's to the right. My
Right.
mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Nah, you don't even know? Narrator, come on.
Now, let's see. We went down,
Come.
left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ooh. Car? Yeah, oh. Oh. Ah.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Oh, no.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Ah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait.
Whoa!
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
We're gonna find the story! Oh, heck yeah! Oh, I don't like this. It's like the back rooms now, and I'm awfully kind of scared of that. Where the story at, though? Oh, we're going through all the doors, and this is kind of dark and spoopy, and... Oh, gosh, please. I'm not a fan of the... Hey, we made it back. Oh, ooh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
You restarted me.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Now there's no choice.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
All right, narrator, but like, dude, all these doors, they're like not opening. Have you considered like more choices? More choices?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Oh.
The story. Here it comes.
Huh, blue's kind of nice. I don't mind blue.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Oh, where? How, ooh, a little bit creepy. Where?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
No,
I can't
don't
quite
look
recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Well, I'm not actually.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
What?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
No.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I put in a lot of thought.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable
Adventure line.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Nice. Oh. Ayo. 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 We're going. Oh. Nice,
You see,
nice.
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Yes.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Hold on, use simple words.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, dude. A little loud. A little loud, friend. A little loud on the music. Let's just tone it down a little bit. A little loud, friend. A little loud. That's okay. Do, 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 do. Adventure. Adventure. We have music. Financial records. Wait a sec. Oh, cool. Yoink. Doink. Oh, dun, dun, dun.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Oh, yeah.
You won't want to miss anything.
That's a good fern. All right. That is a nice, it's a really nice fern, yeah? Well, where are we going now?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're going into all the rooms now. I feel like this is...
Oh, no, not again.
No,
Line, how could you have
Line.
done this to us? And after we trusted you.
We
after
trusted
everything
him.
we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No! Ah. Narrator.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Nothing.
We're intelligent people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
I want to be the princess.
This all sounds perfectly doable.
Or...
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes,
Exciting!
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
It could.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Magic.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Magic.
I'm ready for it.
And Pokemans would be...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah, no lines
no
allowed.
lines or monitor rooms.
No lines
Just
allowed.
don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
All right. Look away from the line. Look away from the line. We don't care about line. Get out of here, line. Honestly, me and my homies, we hate line. Yeah. Esh. Ooh.
Ah,
Ooh.
a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Nice.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Oh, yes.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What? Oh, I don't have a choice on this one. Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Okay, follow
That's
around me.
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing
to forget.
wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
No.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
The confusion
How would
ending?
we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
What about the woman voice?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Ooh, that... I didn't like that. Narrator, you good?
All of his co-workers were gone.
No, narrator was not good.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so the game plays out like normal, but then it's like messed up or some crap.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's gonna break.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 28. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Hey,
that kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
No! New Age! No!
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
All right. We're gonna do the death ending, but we're gonna listen to the lady, the voice lady. This may be the final ending. This may be the actual true ending. Oh, I can feel it. We're getting
Stanley
close.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
We want the lady voice. We want the lady voice.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Lady voice, guide me. All right.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Blind man.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Woman.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Yes, there she
In
is.
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But we don't want that to happen.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I see. What is this ending? I don't think we did this ending. Then again, I wouldn't know. Oh no, not this. Did we ever find this? Oh, I guess they didn't have the vent or whatever. Ah. Stairs and a light show. We love the light show. Email. Alright. I'm gonna quit the game when the lady tells me to quit the game. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
All right.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for.
Did I win? Hmm. Well, that was a thing. That was a game. How interesting. Very curious. Yeah, so I guess that was the Stanley parable. I did it. I don't know. Fascinating though. So, yeah, choices. As you can see, I don't exactly like being told what to do in those kind of scenarios. I kind of do my own thing. And then in other scenarios, I like choice or having guidance. Yeah, no, it's hard. Weird game. Do I recommend? Maybe. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm done for now. Alright, thanks Mario for recommending the game. Very interesting. Don't know how I feel about it. Very mixed feelings. And the cat is being weird again, so we're gonna call it quits here. Alright guys, good night. Oyazubi, sleep well.